some things you can't control. Like a sudden rise in the Texan air temperature. An unexpected raindrop in Shanghai. Or the competition's new upgraded front wing. Yes, there are some things out of your control, but being the best shouldn't be one of them. Like getting in that extra lap by perfectly timing your pit stop. Having your rival on your tail, but you've chosen a defensive driver. Or conserving your power unit to make that last lap overtake. Whatever the challenge, make the call.
Wow, here we go again. Welcome everybody to what is Champions GP qualifying. Yes, we are back with another main account blast. Why are we doing this? I have no clue, because we did this last week and it was very difficult. But you know what? Viewers love pain. They love watching me struggle. So why not go full in and kickstart this again as well. Welcome everybody. Hope everybody is doing good. You look a bit too pink. I'm a little bit hot. I'm sat next to a giant radiator. That could be why. But we can turn that down. Don't worry. I can find some settings in the saturation or something and maybe correct it a little bit. Potentially. But now we go pale. How about that? Now we're full on pale. We do like torturing ourselves. Yes, indeed we do. So, welcome to Demo, Mystic, Calum, Robert, Vishnu. We've got Archie here as well, Max Chubb. We've got Raphael, The Crashen. Welcome everybody in. We're going Champions GP racing, and I hope you are ready for it as well. Vishnu, what do you reckon now? Are we better now, Vishnu? Are we to your liking? So, let's cross over to this. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure our stream and everything is Igor. Coming in
Looks
big.
Like we just got a donation.
Igor with the €5.99. Good luck, mate, Igor. And Igor, nice to see you. I hope you are doing very well, my friend. Welcome to the stream as well. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, I hope you are doing well. So we're going to just quickly set up a duel. And I want to just make sure that this is still working absolutely fine. Now, if you are watching, please do give Igor a massive W in the chat for me. That would be very appreciated. After that donation, that would be absolutely amazing. So please go ahead and do that for me. That would be great. Now I'm just going to go with this setup here. I'm going to add some George Russell in as well. I'm not really bothered about this duel. I just want to make sure it works absolutely fine. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, and there's a good 25 people watching at the moment, so make sure you all hit that W for Igor. What a man. What a man. So, yeah, let's get going. Welcome, Reswanion. Welcome. We're just going to tick off a duel, pretty much, and just make sure that we are working absolutely fine. So, let's do this, and welcome the staffer as well. But yeah, I hope everybody is doing very well. And we're going to get the show on the road shortly for qualifying. We've just got a little bit of practice to do. A little bit of practice. And then we will get back into it. See any new series? Probably not. Which one do you mean, Mustafa, in terms of the game? You may... probably not. Been a week since I played F1 Clash. What have you been doing, Mustafa, with yourself? And we've got a real player here as well. Eddie, welcome along to qualifying for Champions GP. Wow, look at that. Series 12, Russell in a P5 start. That is pretty exciting. That is pretty good. And a beautiful start down the outside for Hamilton. So if you just join in, we're just warming up with a duel. And then we'll be getting in for some qualifying. Thank you, MK. Welcome. And Dereglati unlocked Series 12 today as well. Nice work. Game Series, probably not. I wouldn't expect to see anything in the short term. But you never know. You never know. I mean, we've got Moments that's obviously being tested. I don't know if it is now, but obviously we never got it, so I couldn't tell you what that was like. But let's get a win, and then what we can do is we can build our confidence ahead to some qualifying racing, which should be good. So I'm going to let this rival come past. He's going to absolutely scream DRS. Well, I thought he would. He hasn't, though. Work is a bit slow, but I came back. Hey, it's all good, Mustafa. All good. But yeah, thank you. If you are watching as well, let me know you're there as well. Hit me a hello in the chat. Be good to see who's watching us as we gear up for qualifying. How has everybody's sprints been? Everybody tired from sprints? What's been going on with everybody this week so far? But we're cruising on this one at the moment, which is great. So we just got to keep that pain going. That is for certain. Jan and Jay, welcome. I entered Challenger for the first time, but lower level drivers, any help on that? I'm out of coins. Drop a series. Start getting some upgrades, Vishnu. The only way. Good evening, everyone. Just watched your free-to-play qualifying. Great scoring, Mark says. Thank you. Mark, do you generally think that's good scoring? Because I generally don't know. This is the first time I've done Contender all year, I think. So I don't know how good that attempt is. So who knows? Duraglati, welcome. Absolutely said that wrong, but welcome into the stream too. And yeah, Champions GP is what we're going back for. We must be absolutely mad to have to do this again, but we're going to do it. We of course love it for some reason. So why not give us some pain? And everybody here watching is currently awaiting the drama, I am sure. Few epic parts, upgrades for the Crashen this week, but struggling with Series 12 drivers. Hard to come by enough of them. Yep, that's true. That can be very tough. We've obviously got Hamilton level 7. That's going to be good this week. So level 7 is going to be a good play for us on Hamilton because tyre management is key. And obviously overtaking is in there as well. So we're going to have a pretty good week, I think. But it just depends on what we've got. Do we have all drivers in the game? We have all the normal drivers. We do not have all the legendary drivers. That is the bit we refuse to pay for. So we don't have them ones. Contender for Mystic F1. Contender for a long time. That's very good for a first drive, but you need to cook a little bit more in opening and final. Yeah, I think at the weekend, I might go easy on opening round. I might just save some boosts and try and get through with low usage because I haven't got loads of boosts. For your first attempt, definitely don't forget the grouping is fairly kind. Well, that's it, Mark. This is my first, basically, merge up to Contender. So we are going to try and get that P1 Contender on the free-to-play. That would be epic because it is the second best result you can get on the game in terms of Hutch. So that would be good. Now, if you are currently watching, let me know which GP you have entered as well for me and just give me a bit of detail. So if you've gone Challenger, let me know why. Are you trying to get that P1? Are you finding the groupings a little bit better? Let me know. I've seen Mansell 2, Vakrashen. I did see that, but I didn't see Hutch announce that Mansell's come out. But when I was looking through the legendary drivers, I did notice Mansell in there. So I thought, well, that's very secret-y. But yeah, check your game, everybody. I don't know when Mansell came into this game, but he has suddenly just appeared. And it must mean that we've got a stupid GP coming up at some point. MK says, guess. Yeah, we know where MK is. He's junior. Banu, think this time again I'll only qualify because best players are against me and champion won't even now. That's the tough part, Banu. It's finding a place where you can get through and get the boosts. ArcG, welcome. We are good, ArcG. Thank you very much. How are you doing? And welcome in. Jin Jr. had tough groups for the first 2 GPs. I'm third. I got P1. Nice, Vishnu. Nice. Mansell. Yeah, he was good, Igor. Good old Nigel Mansell. We'll do one more race and just make sure we're ready. We'll let a few people drop in as well, ready for the qualifying. I can get better stats on my car, but I've just absolutely pushed it together. So yeah, I mean, it can't be far away from an Ayrton Senna or a Michael Schumacher, can we? Can't be far away at all. 169 in contender for Jan and Jay. That's okay. I think it'll be Halloween GP with the new boost coming out would make sense. It could be. Currently in Series 8, close to Series 9, so I thought, why not get into Challenger? That's probably about right. I'd always probably say you want to be about 3 series above, in theory. Junior is obviously the exception, but for Challenger, you want to be at least in Series 9. I think for Contender, you want to be Series 11, if I'm honest, if I was doing it properly. User 1, good evening and welcome to the stream. What did we all think of the new boost as well, everybody? What did everybody think of? We haven't talked about it yet, have we? But there is obviously a new boost out there at the moment called, was it Impact it was called, I think it was? What do we all think of that one? Because that is in there, a plus 10 now as well. So, I was slightly disappointed. I know we all love overpowered boosts. Like, we all love it if a boost came out and it was absolutely incredible. But it didn't seem too great, did it? It's kind of basic, and the problem is can we even get any more of it, or are we limited to them 10? You know, like the Nuke Littler boost, the Champion boost. We haven't seen that ever again. So is it just a one-hit wonder that we're never going to then see? Who knows? We'll find out one way or the other. And there is some very good boosts, Raphael, yes, that are better than that one, yep. I'll use it on the free-to-play because it's going to every little help me. So that's going to be good for me. As we try and get some Lewis Hamilton through. And we do. And Addy thinks it's not that good as well. Haven't used it and seen it. Let's see. Yeah, I'll try and show you after this game as well before we start our qualifying round. Mansell released Monday. He'll be usable on Halloween GP with Max and Stuart, but he won't give sponsor tasks. Depends how good them stats are. I haven't really seen the stats of Mr. Mansell. It's in the shop, Vishnu. At the moment, everybody gets 10 of the boost. Try and show you. Coming up. But yeah, 10. I mean, I'll take 10 free boosts any day of the week. And it's going to be okay. It's going to be usable. So if you are just joining, we are about to enter qualifying for the first time. We've got half the race to go, and then we'll be setting up ready for our qualifying. So stick with us. Russell is boosted. It's just random user one. They kind of go through like an order, let's say. So it just happens to be Russell's point of attack for that one. That's all. So that's all it seems to be. Mansell is contender driver, so not that much. Got ya. Okay. Points. And maybe this is a good week to go contender then, if Mansell's coming up for contender next time or whenever it is. Points are not good on impact. Some spin-off unstoppable boost. Interesting. Slightly better than Warrior. I mean, that's what we got to worry about, isn't it, Raphael? When we got a new boost and we say, yeah, it's slightly better than Warrior. And Warrior's one of the worst in theory on the game. Obviously, but that has speed, overtaking, and defense. I'll show you, of course, all after, if you haven't seen the short. Let's make sure we keep hydrated, ready for our qualifying, which will be getting underway shortly. And real player, looks like we're going to take that victory as well. In the streets of Vegas. Is exactly what we needed to kickstart this. I want to try and turn... Is that too loud, chat, or is that better? In terms of game sound. Do you think it's too loud at the moment? Or is it a better, at least you can hear what's going on more? Or is it better before? Welcome, Gaming with Trevor. Yeah, I'll show it absolutely, Banu. New boost, it's a free one. It's actually good. More free. Yeah, if they keep them free, MK. Is it too loud now? It is loud. Okay, hold on. Vishnu says it's perfect. I'll put it down a little bit. I want to try and keep it in, so yes, I'm louder, but you can hear a good bit of sound. What about now? Are we better now on the sound front? We've only got one lap to sort this, and then we're into qualifying. I always feel it's a little bit low. Rather listen to my ugly voice. I mean, ugly voice is an interesting one, MK, but we'll let you off. Kev, welcome. We're good, thank you. Getting ready for qualifying, just about to start it shortly. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. How are you, Kev? Okay, so that is a race done. Now we're going to get set to absolutely lose our shit in a Champions GP. That is what's about to happen. You all know it. It happens every single week. But hopefully not today. Hopefully not today, as we try and do better. So, coming through, Russell is going to win. And Hamilton is going to come through as well. Job done. We're going to get set for qualifying. That was for saying that I went to junior. Okay, so let's get set. Let's get ready for qualifying. Welcome, FIFA boy. Just in time. We're about to prepare. So, we've got a crate in hand. Let me just show you that boost, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you can get from the store for free today. The Impact Boost. This is from the what was it? The Boost Fest thing that they did, where somebody got to pick one and create one. So this is the Impact Boost. It's got 15 overtaking, 10 speed, 5 power unit. That is the new. It's a basic boost. I'd say it's more on the free boost side. We'll see if they keep it that way, or it's just a one-hit wonder and we don't see any more of it. Who knows? Peter, welcome. Who knows? We'll have to see. But let's get set. Let's get ready for our race. Let's claim some of these. Please let that boost impact on Jupiter. So yeah, let's what was I going to do? Just going to open... I can't open a crate. Anyway, what we're doing, we're going Champions, FIFA boy. Let's get set. Let's get set. Here we go. Why am I doing this? I'm going to have no chance. But I'm going to do it anyway. Jesus. Series 11 is an absolute nightmare, Peter. Unless I use boosts, I can't win a battle. I'm currently racing Series 10 in that one just to try and get some coins. It is ridiculous. So, we are into the Champions GP. If you didn't know, it is race points. And that's what we've got to. My 10% on Russell, Banu. I will show you now. So, you want to enjoy me struggle? Absolutely. So, let's edit the loadout. We're going to go cornering. So, this is going to be our setup. 254 cornering. That is what we're absolutely going for. So, it is going to be tough. We have got a setup which is not bad. So, what you got to think about, chat, is there is usually a lot of different ways we would go with this. Now, it is a sponsor task at the moment. So, we've got to go for Russell and Turbojet for an extra 5 points. So, George Russell has to be our driver. And the car has to include the power unit of Turbojet. So, we have to take some ability away. That is for sure. And that also means taking away Mac. Because Mac 3 would usually be a part that is very good for us at our cornering circuits. But we can't go and use Mac 3. We would always, as well, at this type of circuit, go for something like Lando Norris. Now, we can't obviously go for Lando Norris because he's actually a similar stat to Hamilton, and I'd rather take Hamilton. You can see there, only +1 tyre management. Again, a lot worse qualifying, a lot worse race start, a lot worse overtaking. So we are going to be going without these two normal because we have to get the race points. We have to go for that, the race points +5. So hopefully they're going to be absolutely what we want. Now, everybody, we could use Aeroblade, but I want to get a little bit more out of it, and I'll show you that setup quickly. There you go. I'm getting 10 qualifying. I'm going to start at the back anyway, but I've got to take as much cornering as I can because I'm losing Turbojet. I'm using Turbojet. So that is why. But yeah, we've got to use Turbojet. Mach 3 is nice, +30 cornering, but I've got to take the race points. And Russell is, of course, yes, he's on a 10% stat boost, so he goes up as well. So, guys, girls, also let me know, what do you think of these little sort of pop-ups of trying to work on something a little bit different for you, so obviously we can bring stuff in. So hopefully you're going to enjoy some of them, just so you can sort of gather what I'm on about. But obviously race points is key for our races. So Russell and Hamilton are going to be our two drivers. We have got our setup currently on the go right now. Question is, chat, with 5 additional points up for grabs, how many points are we going to get in race number 1? I know, MK, I'm going to need it. And FIFA Boy, at the moment, everything is surviving, yes. So that's pretty good meme template. So that is what we're going for. Get your guesses in the chat, everybody. How many points are we going to score for this first race? We are going to Austin. It is race points of 5. Now, we could go for the 6 hards. I'm not going to go for the 6 hards because that's always for when comedic values. I think we're going to go for the standard free soft, 4 safety car, and 20 breakdowns, pretty much. Include the 4 in your guesses, yeah. 40 plus. Wow, Banu, tomorrow might be easier for you. Drag. What is that sponsor task all about? Drag jettison. I don't get it. Few people saying go no pit. Oh, Jesus. We're not doing that. We can't do that again. We don't have the tyre management. I don't know. We're going to be too slow as well. We're going to be too slow, Vishnu, because we've got Turbojet. So, have a guess then. If you haven't guessed already, get in the chat. How many points are we going to score from this race? Let us know. I want to put that maybe behind me, and that can go over there. Okay, here we go. Big matchup. Use Eagle. What boost do I use? Do I just use... I need extra cornering, though. That's the problem. I'm going to need extra cornering. I don't want to use Nazar. Don't want to use that. 17th for Russell, 20th for Hamilton. Soft softs. I've got 69 Nazar, chat. I've got to keep it on there. You know what? Let's break the 69s. I don't care. We're going for it. Here we go. We're going for it, chat. Here we go. We're racing in Champions GP. It is off and racing. It never works that way, Recrashen. Trust me. I will do my very best to get less points than that. But we've started okay. In 11th place. If we can get up to 10th, that would be nice. And we can. Self-control is a very decent boost, of course. Can we get any more positions? We are into the top 10 now. Hamilton trying to come through as well, but he's struggling as Hulkenberg tries to go up the inside, the cheeky devil. And that is now Russell absolutely flying out front, already up to P6, making a move on Oscar Piastri, but can't get the job done. Hamilton is in the 212th as well. Let's go, Addy, indeed. Yeah, we'll use Nazar, I don't mind. I've got enough of it. I'm only going to use 4 in this race as well. So, yeah, AI, Norris, Hamilton and Russell. Yep, P4 though. And everyone's quite close together. Russell's out front, I think. Sure, it's Russell out front. It is. So, we're going to do 3-3. That is the strategy call. And at the moment, it's not too bad going in P4. Russell and Norris gone by now. I mean, they're going. It's Russell out front, and he's on, chat, medium tyres. So, Russell on mediums. But we are now all over the back as we try and look for a move on Lando Norris. And we get the move. We're up to P4. How many places can we make with Hamilton here as well? Oh, we can make enough. We are up to 3 and 6. Now, I'm going to conserve Hamilton because he is going to lose positions, but he's going to double stack. So I'm just going to gain some power unit back. We're all going to come in the pits by the look of it. And Russell is going to come out in P5. Hamilton, with work to do, comes out in P13. So P5, P13, after the first pit stops have taken place. We've got to just keep pushing though. Try and keep conserving the power unit. And push all the way. That's what we've got to keep doing. Another overtake would be nice. 2 would be even better. And that is what we do get. P10. Yeah, good week exactly, Jan and Jay. Yeah, Russell living the dream of F1 right now. So Russell comes across the line. He's going to move himself. Potentially. I don't know what's happened to George Russell, chat. But we've undercut him. Hey, so that's a W at the minute, Raphael. Look at that. We're into P3. Somehow, we've bolted ahead of Russell. Now, DRS out of that corner. We're going to try and extend it. We should get into P6 here. As we close on P2. Can we get the Williams? Yes, we can. We're up to P3 and P6. Remember, extra... Oh, God, here comes Albon. How are we so slow at that point? It is mad how we're so slow under there. And then we're going to potentially come back at him. So, we're on the last lap. It is currently P3, P7. We are currently getting 45 points by the look of it. And we're going to try and get past Lando Norris here as well. Should be able to get... Are we getting to... We've got into second. Can we get 6th? Yes, we can. And this might be a pretty decent race, considering we've took less cornering because of our car setup. George Russell is going to come home and take P2. What a race for George Russell. And Lewis Hamilton is also going to come through with a decent little result in the end as well. And he's going to come through to take home a decent finishing position. That was actually okay. Now what I want to do, chat, is I'll just want to amend something on the screen. You will notice that I'm going to just quickly make some amendments, and I'll have to pick this back up next time that we come to this race, and I will detail that next time around. So, a good little win, 42 points. Good evening to George. 42 points, that is what we needed. Good little matchup, and that was okay. That was actually okay. Norris 3, Russell 4 for the rival, and the car, wow, we had the power unit. And that's all we needed in the end for that turbojet. Power unit and some cornering. Job done. Now, we do have our champion qualifier crate. We actually got 47 points in total, chat. So if you guessed 47, congratulations. Because that is what we got. 47 points. Was there any 47s? There was. Kalen went for 42 plus 5. And he went with a 47. User 1 guessed 47. Mark went 40 plus. So, you know what? We'll take that. That is Aeroplane could help, but I don't think it will give me enough qualifying, Jan and Jay. Missed the Russell overtake. It could be. I was too busy looking at their wives, Pablo. That was the problem. 48 Edge for Glory. So, let's get that away. Glide in there as well. A little bit of glide. Have I got anything to claim? I have got something to claim. Lando did 6. Did Lando actually do 6 hard in that race? Your group looks good. It's just a bit random today, Vishnu, that's all. So, we get some Supernova. Can we get some good boost from this? Give me some Nazar back. Yeah. Well, at least we get 2 of these. Give me some Nazar back. I've just wasted 4. Bortoletto. Come on. Be nice to me. Nazar. Oh, I don't see that one very often. Schooner. Some Lawson. Some Slick Shift. All the maxed assets. And some Alonso. Not too bad from the race crates. Okay, so we are now going to get set for race number 2. So again, race number 2. We are going for. And again, I'm not going to go and use Lando Norris. He's the same as Lewis Hamilton, but Hamilton's got better race start, better overtaking, and better qualifying. Absolutely no point of using Lando Norris. And for the car, there's no point me going for Mach 3 either. So, going to have to hold off on Mach 3. I've got to take Turbojet as per the Russell and Turbojet as well. So, this is what we're going to be going for. Russell's got, we got 90 tyre management. Now, let me just flick over to here. 5 medium, chap. Can I do it with 90 tyre management? Yeah. We're going to add a boost, so we're about to find out. Right, chat. Get guessing in the chat. Come on, how many points from this next race are we going to get? This is race number 2. Tyre management, cornering. It's a wet race as well. I completely forgot. So we want to do a 5 wet, 5 wet. That is going to be key. Yeah, wet race. I wouldn't be very good at using a 5 medium, Mark, would I? That would be rubbish. So, yeah, let's go back to that one. It's still the same. 5 wet, 5 wet. That's what we got to try and absolutely do with DRS down the home straight. And let's get in. All the points are coming in at the moment. Again, Russell, Hamilton, cornering setup. Time to shine, baby. Let's go. Let's go indeed. And real player matchup. Right, but we might have to use the downforce boost. I can't keep using Nazar. We definitely can't do 10 wets, Vishnu. Definitely can't do 10 wets. I know that one. Okay. So, let's see what we can do here. Tyre management and cornering. I mean, I might just go for some frost, chat. Stuff it. I've got a few of them. And then I'm going to be back on my race screen where I was messing around. That is because I wanted to be a pain and basically get this over there. I mean, just in case you didn't know what lap it was, chat. I was wanting to stick that over there in the corner so you could see what lap I was on. As we've got a great start as I'm messing around in the corner. It is time for positions 4, 3. Oh, what a start. Mr. George Russell with the frost boost. He's going to be a pain this week, Mr. George Russell. Let's use a bit of DRS down the straight too. Try and get some early positions. Russell is into the lead. Russell is flying. And welcome, just on cue, to Russell taking the lead, to Mert. Welcome along, Mert. Let's do this. Not a chance you probably get people, wow. Potentially, Mark. Running out of tyres for 4 laps. Never good signs. So, Russell P1. Where's the rival? I mean, I thought it was a real player, but it turns out they're not really taking part in this race. Russell leads us on lap number 3. Not anymore, because Lando Norris has just got through. So Lando Norris has taken the reins back, but he doesn't look like he's ridiculously quick. I mean, he's faster than me, but he's not Buzz Lightyear speed, chap. Hamilton. Can he make a move on Verstappen? Hamilton, Verstappen it's going to be. As we hit DRS down the straight. Let's try not to look at the Ys. Let's see if we can watch the overtake. Into turn 1. George Russell leads the Spanish Grand Prix. And Hamilton is back up into 4th. Lando has 100. He has a rocket. Look at him go. Look at him go. Stole 5 points. He's ridiculous. We need a breakdown, chat. We need a Lando Norris breakdown. Is what we need. But at the moment, we're doing the 5 medium. Look how quick he is. He's absolutely accelerating away from us. But I'm going to try and conserve a little bit. Norris is not really our fight here. I'm going to just keep using bits and pieces of this power unit. Let's see if we can make a move here. Through DRS, round the outside. What a move. What a move by Hamilton. He holds them all up as well to give his teammate a beautiful chance of a pit stop. And we are not going to double stack either. It's sexual by George Russell to hold and get past. Oh, and Hamilton can't get back out ahead of Oscar Piastri. The McLaren team servicing both drivers for once in a good time. And Mark, you absolutely just panicked me because I thought I'd went mediums. You absolutely just panicked me. Right, P2, P3 with the ever-present Lando Norris absolutely flying. I'm just going to have to use DRS without that. Hey, Raphael, bit of fun and games. We've got to use it without and just try and gain some power unit. But Norris is getting held up a little bit by the back marker Russell. That's brought us a little bit closer. As we now are continuing to push. Could we snatch P1 in this race? But yeah, let's go, Milkman. Come on, chat. Let's get the motivation going for P1, shall we? As the rival P22 car unlaps himself. And Hamilton P3 count. Oh my god, P1's suddenly accelerated. He's like he's been to a car service and got some better tyres and performance fueling. We've got a breakdown as well. Oh, yeah, it is one of them days, Mark. One of them days. Right, let's use it early, DRS.
Is there a leakage?
A leakage of what?
I have the seat full of water. Like full of water.
Must be the water.
Let's add that to the weather filter.
It must be the water. We are there. We're not far off Lando Norris. But I've just got no power unit and no blooming DRS to get him with. Well, apparently Russell and Antonelli have extended their contracts today, haven't they? Right. Where do we push this? Can we get P1? What? I mean, it's so difficult to catch him. P3, I am going to have to settle for. Oh, Norris has just put the afterburners on. How's Norris suddenly got that far ahead? Welcome, Tan. Look how quick Lando is. That was insane by Lando Norris. He comes home and wins. We've lapped the rival. But, oh, that was insane. We did our best to try and keep up with the rival. But, you know what? In the end, it was a decent little race. And the rival was still in here. Tan, is this you in the... Is this you in the chat? But Emre Tan, good race. Well, thanks for staying in there, Emre Tan. if you're watching. That was good points. P2, P3. Chat, that's some good point scoring. But finally, it wasn't Tan. Finally in Series 10, but how hard to get the... It is hard. You just got to keep racing, Tan. You saw, and you can catch Norris. Maybe next time. As the rival runs out. There is a leakage, Stefan. There was indeed.
Is there leakage?
A leakage of what?
I have the seat full of water, like full of water.
Must be the water.
Let's add that to the weather freezer.
So, that was 45 points because, you know, Lando Norris was being the Lando Norris that we know on F1 Clash and absolutely destroying our perfect race. So, we tried to get him. We gave it our all. Again, just wasn't good enough in the end. But it was a good old battle. Level 4 Hamilton, level 4 Russell for the rival. And the car was very questionable. 138 cornering for the rival, 169 speed and 206 power unit. That is a very interesting setup, but no idea what they're doing there, but they're trying something. Okay, we got a champion crate. The opponent's cockpit must have been full of water. That must have been the case, that is why. Okay, so let's open this one. Get a few more commons. Oh, nearly to max level. That is not far away at all now for Antonelli. Okay, so race number 3. And it's another cornering track. This time, overtaking and cornering. So, we pretty much have our best 2 drivers. We can't use any better than them 2 anyway. Because 95 and 95. At least we can use a different boost this time than before. Hutch needs to update the game. McLaren doesn't have that fast car anymore. It could have been his Belgium setup, yeah. So we're going for Russell. We're going for Hamilton. The setup-wise is obviously still cornering. So, Killu, you was Tan. Killu, what setup was you going for? Or Kill You. What setup was you running then?
Karoon, we've got a new subscriber.
And Kill You, it's the subscriber as well. Thank you, mate. And I was surprised to see you still in there. Tan's Racing Challenger to get the highest points. That's good job, Tan. Good luck. Avishek, welcome. Herald or Cuppa? Probably a Cuppa. Glitz is good, Banu, but I want the race start aspect because that's crucial. And we're still taking 20 cornering, 10 overtakes. So, yeah, I think race start. I've got to get a good race start at this circuit. So that is our setup. Everybody wants Glitz or Cambury. But it doesn't make too much of a difference. But Challenger Division for Alex. Nice. Yeah, good luck with yours, Alex. So, how many points, chat? Race number 3. How many points are we going to get? And still, in the car setup, we don't have Mach 3 because we have to use the turbojet. So Mach 3 is still sort of out of the question until we can properly start racing. But we'll come back to Mach 3 one day. It just won't be this weekend. Just random, I'm not trying to qualify on day 1 so I get all the races done for the weekly. Fair enough. That is absolute. And you try and not impact anybody else, which is actually quite fair, and fair play to you, mate. Contender opening round, probably Raphael. What a tired. I probably will. So get them guessing in the chat. You can get some amazing race starts on this game. At Brazil. We're good, thank you, Alex. How are you doing? Welcome in. Said 45 and it's 5. Right. Okay. Here we go. Real player. Brazil. Sao Paulo. Hex, hex, hex. Right. Let's see where we qualify. If we get the outside line, I'd always wish to know if that's the outside line or not. One of them is. I think Russell... they should be okay this time to do. You're saying Cranberry. You know what? I'm gonna go with the chat. I'm gonna go with the chat, and then I'm gonna blame them when I get an awful start. Are you ready, chat? This is like a free hit for me, because if I tell them that the chat told me to do it, if I do bad, it's on the chat's fault. Right, here we go. Rival goes for Glitz. Hamilton expect to get the better start because he's on the outside. Average starts for both. Told you, race start would have been P1, P2 now. Both soft on soft at the start. Oh, you could have told me that 10 seconds ago. Oh, what a move by Russell. Up to 13th. MK's fault. I know, sabotage at its finest, Mutt. That's what it is. But don't worry, race start is nearly ended because we're already nearly through this first lap. And it's going to be a P10, P16 start. As we go into turn 1, Antonelli seeing the AZW livery coming flying by but defends well. We're going to switch back to Russell, watch him overtake Antonelli as Hamilton comes through as well. So Hamilton doing the 5 medium 4 soft. Russell doing the 4 soft 5 medium. Yeah, but I'm not you, MK. I'm a lot worse than you at this game. So, this race will come to us a little bit. McLarens are out front again, like they always blooming are on this game. And now, we've got to hold off Antonelli, hopefully. And just going to gain some bit of power. Oh, Rival using DRS in an interesting place. We're going to save it. Oh, as Antonelli comes up the inside. Who said he could overtake? Where has that come from? But there is some good overtakes potential coming up. Yeah, it does, Mark. Oh, a lot of pit stops early on then. That's going to help us. That is going to help us. Now, we'll get Russell set. We'll get Hamilton set. MK is badass, he's just rich. I love it. I love it, but McLaren uses a Red Bull. They use something, I tell you. But we are going to get George Russell in for a P4. So George Russell in from P4. Hamilton carries on round. And he is going to go to soft tyres coming up. There is the other Hamilton coming out of the pits. We are just going to drop behind. No, just going to drop ahead. As Russell comes back out. So Russell is going to be a minimum of P7 in this race, which is a good start for this track. I'm notoriously not as great at this circuit. So I'm going to just come into the pits with Hamilton. And now Russell will carry on. So Russell is going to gain, I think, another this time on the Ferrari of Leclerc. So a few Ferrari battles coming out of the pits lately. Here's a selection of cars as well. DRS could be vital here to quickly trigger that and get myself away from the pack. Franz Hermann driving the McLaren. Sid the Sloth. But, okay, Hamilton, come on. Oh, I can't get past 7th. Conserve down again. We've got to hope there's a few two-stoppers out there. Russell up to 4th. Hamilton's not going to gain any more. Again, we're just going to conserve down a little bit when we can. There's a lot of cars ahead of Hamilton. We can at least get into 5th in this race. Valkyrie better. Is that for the uphill and straight? I could try that. I can't remember what I picked. Was it Aeroblade? But with the McLarens out front absolutely doing bits, I'm not doing too bad, I don't think, here. Russell is okay on tyres. I don't think I'm doing too bad at the moment. As we get into P3. We're past Hamilton. That is pretty much the best we can do. Because we know how quick the McLarens are. Unless the McLarens crash into each other and we are left out front. Will any McLarens pit? They won't. No McLaren last lap pit stops. But McLaren are dominating this race. Hamilton trying his hardest to get up to P4. And there are the cars ahead. I don't think we're quite going to get to P4. But we could potentially get P5 as we look at Hamilton through the middle of this lap. To try and get P5, he can. But can he get P4 from George Russell. I don't think he can. We use DRS. We're going to start attacking at the line. It is only P3 and P5. Carter, welcome. And Keith, good evening. But you know what? I'm going to take that 42 points. I think, look, the McLarens were absolutely in a different time zone compared to us. And we just missed out on getting P4 by maybe about a second. So I don't think, actually, chat, that was too bad of a racing. I think we maybe left 1 point out there. But overall, there's not a lot else we could have done different in that race because the McLarens were just so strong. And no problem, mate. No problem for being late, Sonny. So, yeah, let me look at our lap time. 26.9, but you had Piastri and Norris. Both. Piastri did 5 softs. How is Oscar Piastri getting 5 softs? He doesn't even have tyre management, does he? What? 5 softs? Nah. Nah. That is insane. How is he getting 5 softs? I will never know. Russell did 6 hards. That is crazy. A crazy strategy. That is just mission impossible. Russell 5, Hamilton 4, and the setup 2-3-1. That is crazy. I'm sure Piastri, I mean, driver-wise, Piastri, he's only got 85 tyre management at max level. He's only got 85 tyre management. How is he doing 5 softs? I can barely get 5 mediums on, what, 90? That is mad. Nah. They're cheating. The McLarens are cheating, chat. There is no way Oscar Piastri can get 5 softs. No way. I can't even get 5 mediums and I've got more tyre management. That is bonkers. Okay, so that leaves us down to race number 4 coming up then. So this should be, I don't want to say the easiest circuit because we could get a real player. I mean, it's mad, isn't it, Keith? It's absolutely mad. FIFA boy, language, brother. Only I can say the swear words. Okay, so qualifying. Race 4 coming up. We've actually scored okay. 47, 50, 47. Compared to last week, we are in a lot better comfortable zone. But now, we've got to go for tyre management and power unit. So it's going to require our power unit setup. So power unit setup coming in for this one. We are going to go for Hamilton. And we are going to go for Russell. So they are going to be our 2 drivers. What I do like to do is usually take out that part and add a little bit of cornering. So I'm probably going to run this setup. Turbojet with the 10% stat boost as well. Obviously, again, drivers, being a tyre management circuit, there's no place for Lando Norris Epic because we've got to take George Russell. And again, Hamilton is a little bit better than that Norris as well. 6 hards, we've tried it before. Cannot be done. So, let's get set. How many points, chat, do we think from race number 4 are we going to get in this one? We are going to Spa. Tyre management power unit. It's a dry race. And at the moment, we've scored pretty good points. Russell, Hamilton, that setup. 5 hard, 5 soft. What do we think? Curler, yeah, Banu, cornering is good for that middle part of the track, though. That's what I like that one for. That's what I'm going to use that. I've always found better at Spa when I've done that. 2 hard, 4 soft. Going for the complete random strategies, I see. Norris can do 6 hard. I'm not even going to try it, Mert. The McLarens can probably do the formation lap, 6 hards, and the cooldown lap, probably. 2 wet, 4 wet in the dries. The chat are trying to ruin me, I'm telling you. Right, here we go. Here we go, chat. Let's see who we get. Have we had 3 real players so far? I think we have. We've had 3 matchups that have all been real. Let's take a look quickly at Spa in dry conditions. Yeah, free soft, free soft. Again, probably going to use the Pretzel boost. Very, very good boosts. And DRS at the top of Eau Rouge is what we like to see. So that's what we're going to be going for. Right.
Looks like we just got a donation.
And Igor. I can't even see it. Oh, I think that was from earlier. I think. I don't know why it came back up again. But it came back up again. Oh. We'll shout out Igor again. for his earlier donation. But I haven't seen anything come up. Unless that was you again, Igor. But welcome, Lewis the One. We could use Surf Raphael. But I'm not going to use it because I haven't got much of it. So, boost-wise, it's going to be Pretzel that I'm going to go for. Bit of Pretzel because I'm hungry. And we're going to get the show on the road. Keep guessing your points, chat. See if you can guess how many we're going to get. I think it's a lot closer. We have tried it before. And we get away. Not great for George Russell. Hamilton's gone up the inside. Hamilton's made some early moves up to... Wow, what are we? 11th and 12th. So not as bad start here in Spa for race 4 of Champions GP qualifying. And if you haven't already, go and check out the free-to-play qualifying after this. Because if you enjoyed this, you'll enjoy that as well. I was spending your money. Well, I don't know if it came up again, but it come up again on my stream, but I didn't see it come up as a proper one. So I think it was just earlier, unless he's here to tell me otherwise. So, Series 3 for Sonny. Right, chat, we're going to try and 47 this points. And already, the McLaren is out front. The McLaren is flying. That rocket ship has already been warmed up and ready. Now comes DRS. Top of Eau Rouge every time. Absolute blast from the past. And there is some more... there is one position. What are they doing this time? A little budge. And we get through. We're not going to 47 this. Look how far the bloody AI are ahead. I can't overtake. Need to get past Piastri. Finally. And concern. We've lost more plate. Russell on hard tyres has just overtook us, chat. We were pushing at the same point. And he just overtook us with hard tyres. What's going on? What is going on? As now Russell comes back through. Hamilton. Gotta keep pushing. Gets up to 4th. We're trying to not install like MK says. But we can't seemingly overtake. Now we get through. P3. Can we get more positions? Good move on Russell is absolutely key here as well. Can't get through. So P2, P6 we have got up to so far. Thomas, no worries. Right, come on. Gonna get a pit stop in. Hamilton, no double stack, please. Ugh. Out ahead of Gasly. We can still do this. We can still do this. P4. Russell flying now as well. McLaren are a pain, but we've just got through. Cutting corners, George Russell. So now we're into 4th and 5th. McLaren is on mediums, hasn't pitted. As now we try and get past Lewis Hamilton. Can't get that done. And now. Miami is good for DRS though, Raphael. That's the one thing I'd say. It is very good for DRS, Miami. Hamilton pits. That puts us up to P3. Where is the McLaren? Already coming out of the pits. It leaves us in P2, P3. The power of DRS, chat, is got to be our friend. Where is the McLaren? There it is. We're through 1. Now we've got to get around. Now we've got to get around. It is Russell versus Norris here in Spa. As we come through the intersection. Can he get a move on Lando? Yes, he can. We are through P1, P2. But Norris is on soft tyres. He is going to be quick. 1 lap to go. Can we survive as Norris gets back past Russell? But don't worry, because DRS is about to go. Come on. Through again, carbon copy of the last lap. And this time, Russell has surely got the job done on Lando Norris from the straight. And he now accelerates away. Still has power unit to burn on this final lap. And now, coming through the final sector, we are going to pick up a 1-2. We've fought off the McLarens, who are going to come home P3, P7. But Hamilton comes through and wins here in Spa, with George Russell coming through in second place. And that is exactly the result that we needed to have. Lap 6 of 6 complete. That is a job done. And as we should be expecting, some maximum points here in this circuit. Let's go. Ooh, that should be our 53-point race. Take that, McLarens. Yes. Take that. Indeed. 47 points. Bingo. Great scoring. Great stream. Absolutely, Mark. That was an enjoyable one. 47 points plus the 5 from right here to make up the points. So DRS, it's good though, Tam. It's good. I am late, it seems. 47 in Spa. Davor, click rewind. You can pretend you wasn't late and you can join in. Just, I won't be able to respond because I'll probably be having a shit somewhere while you're watching catch up because you're late. So you can pretend to play along if you want. Don't worry. Get in. Take that, McLaren. You've been a pain in the backside this whole GP. And finally, we managed to get the job done. That is good. But DRS is the fun element to this game because it does open up some overtakes, which are incredible. Russell and Norris and that setup. See, they had more power unit. We went for the flex. And that. We flexed in the end with a decent race. And we didn't need to use Mr. Lando Norris either. So the fact that he wasn't there to show off and we didn't get his bad race starts, it actually turned out and could be a decent little GP. We obviously have Hamilton at level 7 this week because of our multiple P1 back-to-back ones. So before we show you how we've got on, let's just open our common crate and see what we got in there. And we'll probably do one more duel to finish just to take it easy. Some Esteban Ocon. And let's quickly show you, before we get back into one more race, how we did get on. So Champions GP, Q1. And if you are just joining the stream and you want to rewatch it without knowing the score, you've got about 5 seconds before I show the score. Spoiler alert coming up. So 3, 2, 1. In Champions then, we scored what I think is a decent point score. 196 points in total. So that, I think, was actually a very good race and very good racing. 47, 50, 47, 52. And again, we were just probably lost a couple of points because of the McLarens. The McLarens dominated in Brazil. They dominated in Austin. And also Norris dominated in Spain. So without the McLarens, we could have scored a lot more points. Somebody needs to take the fuel out of their car on opening round, because they were just quite ridiculous, if I'm honest. So we're going to do one more duel. Did you do sprints? I did, Banava. I did do it on sprints. You've done a good job. Thank you, MK. It's nice to see some positive words from yourself. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. I mean, they're not the most ridiculously tough tracks, of course. Last week, Monaco, Miami, Austria, they're all very, very tough circuits. So there's a little bit of ease with these qualifying. I don't want to get carried away. but I just want to enjoy this racing, and it looks like we can as well. Mark, well, thank you for joining first of all, and good luck in your qualifying. I hope you have a good round, as Mr. George Russell, Mr. Saturday, pops in a Saturday qualifying of 8th, which is absolutely brilliant. So this is going to be our final race. If you are currently watching, please do hit the thumbs up video, thumbs up on the video. That'd be very appreciated. We have got a real player as well. So we're a lot of real players tonight. Who's gone for the Hex boost. Need upgrades. Yeah, you'll get there for crashing though. It all takes time, of course, as we get racing again. And a good start from the rival in P12, who's got a very good start. And Hamilton hasn't really. P8. And he's kind of slacking behind a little bit here. Can we get Russell through? We can. And yeah, Hamilton's got a long way to go in this race. Already done. Thank you, Stu. First straight, usually you're a Raphael, is what I would go. Disappointed with Epic Lawson rather than getting Colapinto. At least you still got an Epic. That's the good thing, Tan. That's the way you got to look at it. At least you got the Epic. As now we come through a couple of cars and we get into P number 3. Oh, not quite. Hamilton gets past as well. So we're moving forward. Oh, Hamilton swerving through the pack. Yeah, Series 10 race start, isn't it? So that's why you want Colapinto. Understood. So Russell, let's try and bring this win home. It'd be nice to just add another crate to the pack. And we're going to keep Russell having DRS. Rival is closing. Now remember, we don't have power unit on our car. That is the one thing we don't have. And we don't have DRS seemingly available right now too. So we're going to just push on. Rival probably will win this race because we just don't have that stat. But we haven't pushed as much as they have. And we probably will be about to take the lead. If that McLaren, again, McLaren at the front of the pack. Going to sit on conserve, try and let the rival come past here. Try and gain a bit of DRS from him. That would be fun. So I'm just going to claim as much power unit as I can. There you go. He's pushing. Now he should use DRS, which he does. And gets past me. And I don't have the power unit of attack at the moment. And we can keep on pushing. Rival's using all of that power unit. We'll push to pit. They stole the Ford hard. It's the most... Oh, no, not a breakdown. Oh, no. No. We could have got through a second or so ahead then. But the game absolutely threw a breakdown in front of us. So now we come back out. Oh, safety car. Safety car. Now the question is, do we pit? Do we pit? Or do we just stay out? Because oh, that's a tough one. The rival's got nothing to lose. The only thing I can do is split the strategy. Keep Russell out there and pit Hamilton. You know what? We only live once, chat. We only live once. And the rival stays out. Here we go. Gambling on strategy. Gambling on strategy. Are we only going to drop one position, I think? We are. Oh yeah, this is the Max Verstappen Lewis Hamilton battle all over again. And now this is Abu Dhabi 2021, chat. 2021. We are here, live and ready. Rival is ahead of us. On the hard tyre. We have the soft. Getting thrilled for action, chat. It is Russell versus Russell. It's a replay, though, of the 2021 Abu Dhabi GP. Because Russell goes, and we are on the softs, and already we're fighting past. George Russell takes P1. Now the hards, can they live with me? Will they get DRS? They will. We're going to keep conserving to gain that power unit back all the time. They are going to come past. That is absolutely going to happen. But, again, we've just got to conserve. Got to. We've got no power unit on the car. Now we push. Now we take back ahead. Russell leads the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. From Russell, DRS is going to be the player on this final lap, as Hamilton will bring home P4. So Russell down to the hairpin. DRS will activate potentially for the car behind. He'll use it as he approaches up. Will he get a move done? He won't. They both close up quite nicely. But still, we have got power unit. Tyres are holding on. And a repeat of Abu Dhabi 21 is going to basically, it's going to preference the driver on soft tyres versus the hard. Great racing. Russell wins from the P2, P3 hard tyre rival. And we come home in P4. It is the Hamilton-Max rivalry of 2021. Wow. Well, that was a nice little finish to the stream, wasn't it? A nice little finish to today's stream. The Russell versus Russell, but a Max versus Hamilton replay here in Abu Dhabi. But what a win. We get a nice little gold crate as well. That was pretty good. I did thoroughly enjoy that little make-believe repeat. That was cool. And again, that was very, very nice. So, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, chat. Hit the thumbs up. That was a fun race. If you didn't enjoy the stream until that moment, make sure to hit it. But we just recreated the 2021, pretty much, rivalry. So, with that in mind, hit the thumbs up. I hope you've enjoyed the qualifying from Champions today. It's been an absolute blast, and so was the racing in Contender earlier on. So if you haven't seen that, the free-to-play account has gone for Contender for the first time, having spent all season in Junior and Challenger. So make sure to go and watch that as we set out to try and get the P1 Contender. But that is all from the main account. That is all from the Champions GP. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the thumbs up, and we'll see you for later in the week, where hopefully we can get some good results as well. Chat, it was an absolute blast, and we'll catch you later on. We'll see you Saturday for opening round.